this is Winnie with Next Level Board Games, and today we're going to unbox Tiny Towns Villagers, a game designed by Peter McPherson and Josh Wood. And if you'll notice, Peter McPherson was the designer of the original Tiny Town games, and this is an expansion. And it's published by AEG Games. So let's find out what we've added to our villages here. Curious to see how many things are added, and also, even though I like the box, to see if it'll maybe fit in the original. That's kind of nice. Although they did a lot of work designing the box, which is kind of pretty. That's nice. Nice quality. All right. Okay, so first thing we have is rule book, obviously. And this, again, this is just expansion, so it's probably not going to take too much. It doesn't need much. We got like 2 big pages, clarifications once again, just like in the original. We love that because sometimes trying to fit all that on a small little square, it doesn't always make sense. And if you have questions, that's helpful. So that's nice. Pretty birds. Very nice. Oh, it's all loose in here. So let's see here. So we got some new tiles. I'm not exactly sure what these are. Let's see. Lodge boards. 6 lodge boards. How do those work? Give each player a lodge board, which they should place beside their player board for the base game. Oh, so now there's villagers, so that's these guys. There's squirrels and ducks and hedgehogs and rats. Looks like indicated on the villager card. Oh, so they give you special abilities. Okay. So these are lodge boards. So these are going to have effects with your new villagers. So these are new. So there's all different kinds of animals in here. Let's see if I can get like a few of each here. There's a hedgehog. There's a duck, a squirrel, and a rat. Hopefully you can see those. And then, so each player is going to start the game with 3 of these, and they're going to have, there's going to be some villager cards as well. So these are going to have to do, these are going to work in cooperation with these, because if you have these on your squares, which I didn't keep, the little your tiny town, you're going to be able to activate some special abilities. So you'll want to, there's going to be one that has 1 and as well as like the 2+. So I think that means how many villagers are required to be able to do that. But the villagers can't have the same spot as, they cannot take up the same spot as a resource. Let's see here. Yeah, so 2. So 2 or 3, 2+. So the ones on the back, you're going to have 1 of these for each game, a 1 and then a 2+. There'll be random ones of each one. And then you can see here it shows 2, you need 2 villagers basically on your board. So in your tiny town board, you need to have, you would need to have in that instance 2 of these still remaining on your board, except for they cannot take up the same space as a resource. So they can be with a building though if you've built a building. So you're going to have to try to strategically, again, even more strategically, place your resources, place your villagers, and make sure that you build your building so that there's room enough for these to stay here so you can activate their abilities. If they get bumped off of your little tiny town square, they're going to come back to the lodge board and they're not going to get you as many of the actual benefits. So that's going to be how that works. It's a little bit more, adds an additional layer of complexity, right? And now that I realize that this has, there we go, to get it the right direction, the perfect amount of room for everything. I'm not sure that I'll try to squeeze it into the other box. We'll see. And then last but not least, a bunch more buildings to build. So look at this. 3 more, oh wow, 3, some more monuments, right? Then, wow, it looks like there's 3 more of every type of building. So that adds a lot since you're only using 1 of each of these type every game. So 1 of each symbol, right? So in the original game, there was, I think, 4 of each one. And now there's 3. This almost doubles that amount. And then last but not least, a bunch more of the monuments that you can get. The monuments are unique to each player. Each player gets 1, and they can only build that once on their turn if they have the opportunity to do it. So that's kind of that adds quite a bit to the game. A lot of replayability. And that's basically all that's in here, really, other than the rule book, because this is an expansion. So you really you have to have the Tiny Towns original game to be able to play. But that is everything in the Tiny Towns Villagers expansion. And thanks for watching Next Level Board Games.